Hello everybody. In this session, let us discuss one of the topics of mathematics, that is geometry. In geometry, particularly, let us discuss about quadrilaterals because students will get n number of doubts related to quadrilaterals. So I wanted to give some clarity to the students through this video, especially about types of quadrilaterals. Okay, let's deep dive into the topic. Yeah, types of quadrilaterals. Before entering into the topic, I would like to ask you few questions. Let us see. I'll give some statements. Let us see to how much extent you know answers to that. Okay. Every square is a rectangle. Is it true or false? Get ready with your answer. Okay. I hope you are ready with your answer. Yes, it's true. Next statement. Every parallelogram is a rhombus. Is it true or false? Okay. So I think you are ready with your answer. It's false. Let us see one more statement. Every trapezium is a rhombus. Is it true or false? False. Now, one more, last statement. Okay. Every square is a rhombus. Is it true or false? True. So with these statements, you can understand some quadrilaterals means square is becoming a rectangle, parallelogram is becoming a rhombus means false, trapezium is rhombus means false, square is a rhombus means true. So some quadrilaterals they are connected to the other means square is always a rectangle, square is always a rhombus. So how can we correlate various named quadrilaterals? That topic we are going to discuss in this session. Okay, that's the main subject of this topic, the video. So see, is it easy to correlate various quadrilaterals? I mean various named quadrilaterals? Yes, it is. So now let us discuss how can we correlate various named quadrilaterals easily with an example. Okay, right. So if you see, first what we are talking about quadrilateral, right? Yes, quadrilateral. Actually, what is the definition of a quadrilateral? A polygon with four sides is called a quadrilateral. Simple definition. A polygon with four sides is a quadrilateral, right? So now let us see one more quadrilateral which is named quadrilateral. Trapezium. What's the definition of a trapezium? Yes, a quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite sides are parallel is a trapezium. What's that? A quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite sides are parallel is a trapezium. Okay, let us see one more quadrilateral. Parallelogram. So what is the definition of a parallelogram? We can say definition of a parallelogram in many ways. Here, I'm taking the support of trapezium to answer the parallelogram. I'm taking the support of trapezium to define the parallelogram. Okay. So earlier, what did I say for trapezium? I took the support of quadrilateral and I said a quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite sides are parallel is a trapezium. Now for parallelogram, I'll tell in this way, a trapezium in which one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal is a parallelogram. So if one pair of sides are parallel, that is enough to say trapezium. If those pair of parallel sides are equal, that will become a parallelogram. That is enough to say that. Still extra points also we can add to that. But what I said now, that is more than enough to define a parallelogram. Okay. Next, rectangle. So to give the definition of a rectangle, I can take the support of quadrilateral, I can take the support of trapezium, I can take the support of parallelogram. Yes, your guess is correct. I'm taking the help of parallelogram to give the definition of a rectangle. Okay. How I'll give a parallelogram in which all angles are equal. I mean all interior angles are equal. It's a rectangle. Very simple definition. A parallelogram in which all interior angles are equal is a rectangle. Okay. Now, rhombus. What is the definition of a rhombus? Again, I'll take the help of parallelogram only. I can take trapezium, I can take quadrilateral, but I wanted to take parallelogram. Simply, a parallelogram in which all sides are equal is a rhombus. Earlier for rectangle, I told all interior angles are equal. Now, if you observe, for rhombus, I'm telling that a parallelogram in which all sides are equal is a rhombus. Okay. And next, named quadrilateral. Square. So how can we define square? Generally, square means all sides are equal, we'll say. Then immediately you question those people who told that, what about rhombus? Then they'll be quiet. If they say each angle is 90, then ask them, what about rectangle? Then they will get some blankness. So now, what is the definition of a square? Yes, as I told you, many definitions we can give for a square. But I wanted to take a support of rectangle to define square. A rectangle in which all sides are equal is a square. Because already rectangle, all angles are equal. So to that extra, if all sides are equal, property, quality also included, then it will become a square. Or I'll take even the support of rhombus. From rhombus point of view, when I'm defining a square, I'll define in this way, a rhombus in which all angles are equal is a square. Okay. So by this time, you can understand very simply, all these are connected, and that connection also I made in a proper mind map. Firstly, I started with a quadrilateral, followed by trapezium, followed by parallelogram, followed by rectangle, rhombus, at last square. Did you observe any relation among those? Yes. Let us see what it is. You can see. See which definitions we took, those support, those are coming. Square, I brought the definition, I extracted the definition with the help of rectangle and rhombus. Means basically, square is a rectangle, square is a rhombus too. When if you observe rectangle definition, I took the support of parallelogram even for rhombus as well. Those two definitions I brought from parallelogram. Means basically rectangle and rhombus both are parallelograms. Similarly, to define parallelogram, I took the support of trapezium, and to define trapezium, I took the support of quadrilateral. If you see those arrow marks, which will clearly defines that every square is a rectangle, every square is a rhombus, every square is a parallelogram, every square is a trapezium, every square is a quadrilateral. Like that, from bottom to the top, if you see upwards, whatever there, those are true for these things. Suppose if you see from rectangle point of view, in this mind map, I gave in a particular order. So rectangle, if you see above rectangle, what were there? Parallelogram is there, trapezium is there, quadrilateral is there. So every rectangle is a parallelogram, every rectangle is a trapezium, every rectangle is a quadrilateral. But every rectangle need not be a square, every rectangle need not be a rhombus. Similarly, rhombus, if you see, every rhombus is a parallelogram, every rhombus is a trapezium, every rhombus is a quadrilateral. But every rhombus need not be rectangle, every rhombus need not be square. I think you understood very clearly how I correlated those all named quadrilaterals. Okay. Here, you might get one doubt. I discussed about trapezium, parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square. But still, one more named quadrilateral is there. What it is? Yes. Still, you did not get that right. Now you will get it. Kite. There, if you observe the picture, how I gave the mind map, kite is straight away related to quadrilateral. Means every kite is a quadrilateral. That's it. We cannot relate kite with either trapezium or parallelogram or rectangle or rhombus or square. These all are of one category. Whereas kite is straight away related to quadrilateral only. We cannot correlate kite with these. Very, very too conditional kite, if it is there, it might happen. Or else 99.99% kite is straight away related to quadrilateral only. Okay. This mind map is very easy to understand, easy to correlate one named quadrilateral with the other. Then if you understand this, earlier statements, how I gave every square is a rectangle, every square is a rhombus kind of statements, just like that you can say whether it is true or false. Also, this mind map is very much helpful to understand properties of this. Because I told every rectangle is a parallelogram. Then automatically, what are the properties are there for parallelogram? All will come to rectangle. Extra few more qualities also can come. Similarly, the remaining as well. Okay. So if you know the properties of parallelogram, at least half or more than that you can say for rectangle, or you can say even for rhombus. Because those are there, still extra few more properties are there exclusively for them. Okay. So it is very easy to connect. Here, I wanted to correlate this mind map even with one of the example related to the other subject, social. You know very well, all the subjects are interrelated. Here, to understand much better about this picture, this mind map, I'll give one example related to social. Okay, let us see what it is. Right. If you observe this quadrilateral, whatever is there, I compare that quadrilateral with our continent, Asia. What's it? This quadrilateral, I'll name it as Asia. Trapezium, India. Parallelogram, North India. Rectangle, any guess? Okay, Punjab. Then maybe some of you already guessed what I'm going to call rhombus. Haryana. And last, square, wanted to compare with Chandigarh. Okay. You know why I compared quadrilateral with Asia, trapezium with India like that? Very simple. Imagine you are an Indian. If you are an Indian, definitely you are an Asian. You belongs to Asia. Similarly, if it is a trapezium, that is definitely a quadrilateral. Okay, like that. Suppose you are living in North India, means already you are part of India, you are part of Asia. Similarly, if it is a parallelogram, then definitely it's a trapezium, definitely it's a quadrilateral. Okay, like that. Suppose I mentioned the rhombus as a Haryana. If you are in Haryana, or you are the person related to belongs to Haryana, then clearly we can say that you are North Indian, you are an Indian, you are an Asian, right? Such a way, if it is a rhombus, it's a parallelogram, it's a trapezium, it's a quadrilateral. All are true. Okay. Here, if you see, I took Chandigarh. Chandigarh, you know very well, that is the capital of Punjab as well as Haryana. So, square is a rectangle, is a rhombus. Similarly, those all. Chandigarh is in North India, Chandigarh is in India, Chandigarh is in Asia. Such a way, square is a parallelogram, square is a trapezium, square is a quadrilateral. Okay. So, means still who are having a little dilemma with that. If you look at this, I hope you can understand very well. If you are a Punjabi, Punjabi means you are a North Indian, you are an Indian, you are in Asia. Means if it is a rectangle, it's already a parallelogram, it's already a trapezium, it's already a quadrilateral. like that. Then what name shall we give for kite, the left out remote quadrilateral? Let's take some other country in Asia. Okay, let us take our neighbor country which is friend to us, Bhutan. Bhutan is just Asia, that's it, part of Asia. Bhutan nowhere related to India, and these all North India, Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, like that. Bhutan is straight away related to Asia, that's it. If you are the person who belongs to Bhutan, we can say that you are an Asian, that's it. But we cannot say you are an Indian, right? I think with this you understood very clearly how these named quadrilaters all are interconnected, correlated, right? Hope you understood this video very well. Thanks for watching.